Good morning. Okay, it is Geography period, chapter second. The physical features of India. Topic is the northern plains of India. These plains are vast region filled with silt and alluvial soil. They lie to the south of Himalayas, north of the Deccan Plateau. It is spread over an area of 7 lakhs square kilometer. The plain is 2,400 kilometer long and 240 to 320 kilometer broad. It is a very fertile region. They are formed by the interplay of three major river systems. The river systems are the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. It is agriculturally productive due to rich soil, adequate supply of water and favorable climate. It is one of the most densely populated region of India. Northern plains of India is situated toward the south of Himalayan region and north of the Deccan Plateau. The total area of northern plains is 7 lakh kilometer, 7 lakh square kilometer, and its length is 2004 kilometer and width means breadth is 240 to 320 kilometers. Because the silt and alluvial soil brought by three river systems, that is why the plains are very fertile and also good for agriculture. It is good for cropping because here is a lot of water supply by the three big rivers and their tributaries Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra, and also there is favorable climate in this area for cropping, agriculture. Due to the more fertility and crop production, favorable climate, here is the most populated area. Means plain area is the most populated area in our country. All the three rivers have their origin in the glaciers of Himalayas and are perennial rivers. Origins means they start from glaciers of the Himalaya. Glaciers are ice moving river on the top of mountains. Glaciers are ice moving river on the top of mountains. Perennial river means a river which has water throughout the year, not only by season, but these rivers, means perennial rivers, have water throughout the year. The plains of North India are divided into three main sections. Our northern plains divided into three main sections. The first one is the western part, which is known as Punjab Plains. You know that northern plain of India stretches from Punjab in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. The first part is known as Punjab Plains. It is formed by the river Indus and its tributaries. Tributaries means सहायक नदियाँ. The river, tributary means the river in its small stream or river. Small streams are rivers which joins the main river are called tributaries. Small stream are rivers which joins the main river are called tributaries. Means after the meeting of main river, the river which joins the main river loses its existence. एक नदी जब किसी मुख्य नदी में मिलती है तो उस समय उसका अस्तित्व खो जाता है, यानी वह उस बड़ी नदी में मिलने के बाद समाप्त हो जाती है और आगे उसी रिवर के साथ उसका नाम समाप्त हो जाता है. लाइक इन इलाहाबाद त्रिवेणी संगम, यमुना मीट्स टू गंगा and it loses its existence. In this way, Yamuna is the tributary of Ganga. Now, I want to tell you about distributary. Tributary आपकी समझ में आ गया? Now you know about tributary, distributary. The river in its lower course is split into many channels. Due to the silt and sediment brought by the river, these rivers are called distributaries. When it done by the river before the meeting of sea, when big rivers reaches near the sea, they distributed in different channels due to a large quantity of silt and alluvial soil that start the flowing of water in one side. Due to this reason, the water of the river change its side and their triangular delta form. Hooghly is the distributary of Ganga river. As we are studying the western part of our northern plains, which is known as Punjab, it is formed by the river Indus and its tributaries, the Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj and Byas. This region has many doabs, the area between two rivers. Doab means area between two rivers. The larger part is in Pakistan. Second, the Ganga plain extends between the Ghaggar and Tista rivers. Ganga plain extends between Ghaggar and Tista rivers. The Ganga enters the plain at Haridwar. It joins by many tributaries. The main tributaries join the Ganga from the Himalaya are Yamuna, Ghagara, Gandak and Kosi. The whole plain is spread over the states of Haryana, Delhi, Bihar, Jharkhand and eastern part of West Bengal. Means the Ganga plain extended over the states of Haryana, Delhi, Bihar, Jharkhand and eastern part of West Bengal. Next means third, the Brahmaputra enters India at Arunachal Pradesh. Before entering Arunachal Pradesh, this river known as Dhiang river, and after long distances joins the Ganga in Bangladesh. It comes from Assam, after then reaches Bangladesh and joins with Ganga. Here Ganga and Brahmaputra both flow by the name of Padma. They finally drain into the Bay of Bengal through many distributaries and make the world's largest delta, that is called Sundarbans. Sundarban is the largest delta in the world. This delta is formed by the joining process of Ganga and Brahmaputra named Padma in Bangladesh. According to the variations in relief feature and soil, the northern plains can be divided into 4 regions: Bhabar, Terai, Bhangar and Khadar. The 4 divisions, due to the variations of relief feature of northern plains, are Bhabar, Tarai, Bhangar and Khadar. First, I want to explain Bhabar. Bhabar is zone of porous and rocky soil made of debris. Debris means small gravels. Those come from high up the hills and mountains by rolling, and the rocks break down into small pieces brought down by the rivers from the high ranges. It extends to about 8 to 16 kilometers parallel to the slope of Shivaliks. All the streams disappear in the Bhabar region. In Bhabar region, all the streams, those are flowing down from the high ranges, disappear because there is debris, no fine gravels, but small pieces of breakdown of rocks. That is why in the slope of Shivaliks, about 8 to 16 kilometers parallel of Shivaliks, the streams disappear in the Bhabar region. Tarai, it lies to the south of the Bhabar. It is a wet, swampy and marshy region, and the river reappear in this region. Tarai region, the land full of water. In Tarai region, the land is full of water. That is why it is wet and marshy, swampy. In this region, the rivers, those were disappear in the Bhabar, they reappear. भाबर में जो नदियाँ विलुप्त हो जाती हैं, वही नदियाँ तराई में आकर के फिर से दिखाई पड़ने लगती हैं और उनमें वाटर का फ्लोइंग जारी रहता है. भांगर, it is the older alluvium, means alluvium soil. It is the older alluvium soil. Northern plains are mostly made of Bhangar composition. Bhangar composition means the alluvium soil is old. It contains high concentration of conquered modules with calcium carbonate in subsoil. It means in this soil there is more concentration of calcareous deposit. चूने का इसमें अधिक मात्रा होती है और एक ऊंची जमीन होती है. It is less fertile as it is not renewed frequently because it lies high up the ground. That is why it is not renewed frequently. क्योंकि ये बहुत ऊंचाई पर होती है, टीला जैसा होता है, नदियों का पानी जा नहीं सकता वहाँ तक, इसलिए यह रिन्यू नहीं हो पाती है. अगर पानी जा सकता तो वहाँ पर सेडिमेंट्स नदियों के द्वारा जो ले आए जाते हैं उसके ऊपर एक कवरिंग हो जाती, बट नदियों का पानी वहाँ पर पहुँच नहीं पाता है, इसलिए वो रिन्यू नहीं हो पाती. It is found away from the rivers at a higher ground level. Khadar, the new alluvium deposit of the flood plains are called khadar. It has higher, more sandy, and it has lesser concentration of कंकड़ मॉड्यूल्स. इसमें जो सॉइल के ग्रेन्स होते हैं वो फाइन होते हैं, बहुत छोटे छोटे होते हैं सैंडी सॉइल भी रहती है इसमें, और यहाँ पर जो है कंकड़, इसका कंसंट्रेशन बहुत कम होता है। गुड डे, योर क्लास इज ओवर। थैंक यू।